We definitely want you to tune in to the Love Project radio show every first and third Sunday.
Hey, this is a national recording artist called Roland, and I am a proud supporter of KUAW's Summer Fun Drive, and I've got something special in store for you. So come on and join me. Head to KUAW.org and donate now. There is no minimum, but your support of $5, $25, or even $100, it doesn't matter. Whatever you choose will support the community station that gives back to you through knowledge, understanding, and wisdom. And just for being a value listener and supporter, I'd like to give to you my complimentary 10-song smooth CD music pack featuring my new hit single, A Natural High. So don't hesitate. Donate now. And hey, it's even tax deductible. And did I mention I'll be giving to you my 10-song smooth CD music pack? You can't beat that hookup. So I'm going to go ahead now and thank you for your donation.
Be sure and include your email address and we will send you information to receive your 10-song CD pack. Thank you for supporting KUAW Radio.
green light, go be fascist vigilantes and assault left-wing protesters. No consequences at all. At one point in that video, in the second video, it sounds like one of the Proud Boys goes, "Hey, don't worry, we're the good guys," to the cops. Now, are they actually good guys? No, you saw the video. They assaulted people, one with a bat, and the other one, pummeling a guy. The third guy being pushed down. That's when the cops saw it. The cops saw it with their own eyes. Now, imagine a bunch of black guys bum rush a white guy in front of the cops. They'd be lucky to walk out alive. Do you think the cops are going to sweet talk them later and just release them on their own, volition? No way. No one believes that. If you're a MAGA guy, you're laughing because, we'll lock up the black people and the cops are actually on our side. You know that. Everybody knows that, right? So it's sick. It's gross. No, this is exactly what fascism looks like. So they do a protest, or we do a protest, and they just come in and now start. Kyle Rittenhouse killed people. These guys are assaulting people brazenly. No consequences for these guys at all. It's grotesque. And if people aren't arrested and brought in and charged on this, every cop involved should be fired, and their manager and their manager's manager should definitely be fired.
Well, they won't, and they won't get fired for refusing to arrest people. In fact, I mean, just to juxtapose what we just saw and the lack of consequences for the violence that we just experienced in that video, just consider how many protesters, not just in Portland, but throughout the country, were arrested simply for demonstrating past curfew. Not engaging in any type of violence, not engaging in any type of property destruction, nothing. They're just out past curfew demonstrating, and there were mass arrests in Washington, D.C. So Donald Trump could go do his ridiculous photo op where he was holding a Bible upside down. As you guys know, there was a curfew, but the curfew hadn't been implemented yet, and there were already mass arrests 20 minutes before curfew. People were rounded up. You saw the federal police go after the protesters aggressively. And so we can juxtapose it all day. I mean, we've seen how the police have treated peaceful protesters. In New York, the New York PD ran over protesters with one of their SUV vehicles. I mean, we saw all of that. But when it comes to right-wing extremists who show up heavily armed and say that they're there to carry out vigilantism, totally fine, no consequences. In fact, they're so transparent about their viciousness, about their violence, they even just openly call for murder of their political opponents. And so here is a member of the same group, the Proud Boys, arguing that, Democrats should be murdered openly with a microphone. Take a look. So this is again in Salem, Oregon, and he's calling for the murder of Democratic leadership, and he's weaponizing pedophilia and child sex trafficking as a justification for calling for murder. So this is taken over the Republican electorate. Unfortunately, the whole QAnon conspiracy theory has snowballed into something far greater. It means different things to different people. But at the heart of QAnon is this notion that people in positions of power, specifically Democrats, are in cahoots on child sex trafficking, and Trump is trying to defeat them. He's trying to do something about it. So that's the underlying issue, and it's become illustrative of what many Republican voters believe and are fueled by. It's devastating to see this happen, because at this point you're not even dealing with people who have any interest in evidence or in a rational debate or discussion, right? They believe crazy things, and there's really no way to convince them otherwise. And so, It's dangerous, and no one's doing anything about it. Like the cops are like, oh yeah, have at it, have fun, go ahead and abuse people out in the streets, and it's totally fine.
Yeah, if a Muslim American called for the killing of Republican politicians, there's not a single person in the country who doesn't think they wouldn't be arrested immediately, rounded up, and there'd be right now conversations on Fox News about how he shouldn't have any rights. He should be stripped of all of his constitutional rights. That's literally what Lindsey Graham and Republicans pushed for even before Trump was elected. So, but right-wingers can threaten to kill anyone and they get away with it. Why? Because, and a lot of you, some on the left, and certainly in minority groups, will say that we're late to the party and we were naive, and maybe so. But it turns out giant chunks of our police are fascists. And so they totally allow the fascism to happen. They don't enforce the rule of law at all. They do it selectively. If you're on the left or if you're black, they're going to arrest you even before there's any violations. If you're on the right and you assault people right in front of their eyes, they don't care. They're going to let you go. If you murder people and you've got an automatic weapon on you, they're going to let you stroll up to their car and treat you like a buddy, like they did with Kyle Rittenhouse. If you call for the murder of Democratic politicians, they're not going to bother taking any action. And this is in Oregon, a blue state. So, I mean, if we don't change the culture of policing, at some point, some fascists.
All right, we're live? All right.
Okay, Lyne't, you have it. Are you there?
We're having a few, we're getting everything set up, so we'll get started shortly. Thanks for everybody that's tuning in. Hold on. Okay.
Hello, Lyne't. Are you here? You still here, Lyne't? No, I'm not here.
Yeah. Hello, everybody that's tuned in. So just give us a minute.
Oh, perfect. All right, everybody. Thank you for tuning in tonight, this evening. My name is Rebecca Oakman, and this is
My name is Mark Warren Gordon, and we are Wildcard Lifestyle.
We are a creative lifestyle brand in Kansas City, and we're here today to kind of tell you a little bit about us, a little bit about our journey, as well as, hey, Carla, hey. We have people tuned in on our Facebook Live, and if you're watching this, please be sure to share it and tag a friend.
Yes, please. If you know somebody that knows somebody, just tag them.
Yeah. So today we're actually going to be dedicating today's show to entrepreneurship and independent artists. Lyne't, hello. Can you hear me? We're waiting for our show host to check in with us, so just give us a second. So we're just getting warmed up right now. Oh, well. Okay, well, we're going to... Hello, Lyne't.
Yeah, can y'all hear me? Give me a thumbs up if y'all can hear me, because I'm looking at y'all on screen.
Yeah, we can hear you. Definitely.
Okay, so I'm about to go back to sleep because I ain't feeling good. But I want to thank y'all so much. I want to remind y'all. Well, let me do the call letters and stuff for the station first. Thank y'all, everybody, for tuning in to the Lyne't Gray Show on KUAW, Knowledge, Understanding, and Wisdom, Kansas City's global community radio station. You're most likely listening to the KUAW, listening to the Lyne't Gray Show on KUAW, LPFM 985, but also by typing in the letters KUAW to Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, TuneIn, Periscope, and all that good stuff going across the top. I'm not feeling too good, so I don't remember it all. But I want to remind everybody that we have an ongoing station fundraiser. And we have Carl and KUAW. So go on ahead and get that 10 song disc, and they have the amount where you click donate on the website and on all the social media. I just want to thank Quan's Catering. You guys do not realize how amazing power couple you have sitting in front of you. I don't think Kansas City realized what we have in our midst. And so I'm so glad that I was able to give you all the opportunity to take over my show. I wouldn't have had it with any other couple because y'all are not just bringing music and life and love, but you're bringing life through health. And the food, y'all, is good. And I was kicking myself when I first got sick because I didn't call y'all from the jump because I was too busy trying to run around and be Supermom. But if I'd have called y'all, I would be in there right now at the table with y'all. I know that for a fact. So I want to thank you all. Hand over my show to y'all. Y'all have a good show, and I'm going to watch. And don't forget to start a watch party and everybody support. And I just thank y'all. I'm going back to bed. I love y'all. Y'all take care.
We love you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Many blessings to you. I hope you recover well. And
I
you
sure
know we
will.
got
Thank
you on the food. Just
Yeah,
holler at us.
when you feeling better,
You know we got you.
Okay, I sure will. Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right. All right. Okay. As Lyne't was sharing, we are really, really blessed for her to give us the opportunity. And honestly, we basically found out last night that she was under the weather, so we had not a lot of time to prepare. So this is really organic. We actually do a lot of things, so we really just wanted to be real with you today and just kind of open the lines.
Kind of give you a sneak peek inside of you know our brand and what we represent, and you know us kind of as a power couple and just healthy, you know, lifestyle habits, and you know just something, you know, especially, you know, in these times right now, something we can all, you know, learn from and elevate and grow, you know, and just continue with.
So, Marquand, can you let everybody kind of understand what Wildcard Lifestyle stands for, or just what I don't even know.
For those of you who are tuned in, and of course it's your first time hearing of Wildcard Lifestyle, it is a lifestyle brand, a creative lifestyle brand, and it stands for Woke, Youthful, Limitless Drive. Creates anything reality desires. So WYLDKARD lifestyle LYFESTYLE. There's a lot to take in, but you know it's an acronym for pretty much just we have a slogan, and it's our slogan is Ignite the Beast, and so that kind of represents your intrinsic motivation. So, you know, whatever you feel is your passion or your hobby in life, you know, don't just go full throttle at it. Don't hold back, you know, just go full force at it. Don't worry about, you know, oh, it's got to be like this, or it's got to be like that, or, you know, this and that. Whatever you love to do, not something you got to do or something you're supposed to do, but whatever you love to do and you honestly can wake up and say like, hey, I love doing this. Go for it.
Exactly. And like Marquand was saying, as far as the acronym for our brand, and you can show everybody, this is our logo right here that is on his shirt. Here we are. We really took a long time to actually come up with it. We really wanted it to have meaning. We want other people to resonate with our brand and the initiatives that we're trying to take, not just within the company, but also within the community. So we really, really are excited. And today we're just going to take some time for you to get to know us. And since we are actually interviewing ourselves, me and Marquand are actually going to take turns asking each other questions, so you guys can get to know us, not just as a couple, but as individuals, and learn a little bit about us. So I'm going to let Marquand go first and ask some questions. But again, please, if you're listening, please call in. If you have any questions about entrepreneurship, taking that leap of faith to follow your dreams, just give us a call. We'll be happy to answer any questions that you may have. So, Marquand?
All right. First question is, what does it mean to be an entrepreneur to you? In your terms, what is an entrepreneur?
To me, being an entrepreneur means not just pursuing something that you love, but taking your energy and your passion and dedicating it towards something that you create, and you are able to create income and sustain yourself through it. So it's a lot of grind. It's a lot of hard work. It just really means to me not having to clock in for someone, which there's nothing wrong with that. I
A certain freedom to it.
Yeah, just that freedom. And for me,
flexibility.
And one thing that I've learned recently with being an entrepreneur full time is it allows you time for family and loved ones. And to me, that is more valuable than anything else, because just the time that we spend with our families and being able to be there when we can is priceless.
Right. You're right. That's a very good answer. That's a very insightful answer.
Okay. Let me ask you a question. What do you consider to be a legacy?
What I consider to be a legacy is having a foundation of some sorts that creates a lifestyle, not only that helps elevate you, but helps elevate, your loved ones around you, the people that's in your circle, and even going further down the line, your future generations, something that sets, your kids and your kids' kids up, that generational wealth, whether it be, spiritual, mental, physical, whatever, financial. That's a legacy to me. You know what I'm saying? Setting yourself and everybody else up around you for success, for the now and the future.
That's true. All right. Okay, you got another question for me?
Yes. So, what was the most unique thing about coming up with the idea of wild card? Like, how did that? What was the idea really behind wild card? What drove it?
Honestly, I think the ideal and the concept really came from just, it was really organic. I always tell everybody that this brand is like our baby. It's like our first child, because it just happened organically. It was, I know before I met you always wanted to have a clothing line or brand, and and I, before I met you, that was something that I always wanted to do. So when we actually came together and we were just vibing and sharing our creative ideals and concepts, it just happened.
Right.
And it was just dope. And to be honest, you guys, we've actually this brand that we created, we probably created it maybe like 3 years ago. About 4 years, a long time ago. What I'm saying is, a lot of people are, sometimes they think it's a bad thing to take their time when they're building. And I want to just say, it's okay to take your time. It's okay.
You gotta pace yourself.
Yeah, pace yourself. We are actually officially launching in 2021. We have supporters that have some of our apparel. They're like VIP to us. And then we even have really close friends that have purchased things that aren't even ready yet, because we really want to take that attention to detail, and we want it to be an experience. So when you support us,
want to make it special, like even the simplest things, like to the packaging, when you get it in the mail, we don't want it to just be like any other clothing item you get from any other retail store or fashion store or whatever. We want it to be unique, and like, hey, that's coming from Wild Card. Like that's them. You know, they took the time to like cater to us, and you know, we even thought of ideas like doing certain quotes, like when we do packaging, you know, doing positive quotes, because one of the things that the brand, our lifestyle brand, is about is positivity and positive energy and elevation, you know, and consistency, you know, trying to, you know, get to the next step, but do it in a way that's gonna help everybody around you. You know what I'm saying? So going back to the whole legacy thing.
And we want to give just a big shout out to my friend Patricia. She has been really pivotal in helping us with planning, and my friend Carolyn, and then you have a friend that's been helping us with everything.
Yes, Alicia,
And
my friend
AP.
Alicia, AP.
AP,
It's been a whole
Travis,
bunch of
Ryan,
Travis, Kyle,
Ryan.
Ryan. It's a whole slew of
Team,
people,
yeah,
and yeah, and we thank everybody who
yeah.
is like behind us right now, you
And-
know, and supporting us. So
and being patient with us.
yeah,
Because when you're creating something, it's like art, so it's not something that you want to rush. And one thing that we try to promote within our brand, when we say limitless drive, you know how they always say that the average millionaire has 7 streams of income, and we feel within any business model that you build that you need to have multiple streams of income within that business.
now, with that being said, the 7 streams of income, it doesn't mean like you have to, all right, you start a company, then you got to go get 6 more companies. No, it's just within that whole company, you can have 7 different ways of which income is coming into that same company under that same umbrella. So, henceforth, going deeper into our brand, Wildcard. So, the wild card is the umbrella, and under that umbrella we have KUAW's Catering. So that's our food and catering portion, you know, our side of that. We also do, you know, entertainment and production. We also do
A lot of other
yeah.
things, but let since you brought up KUAW's Catering, I think we should share with everybody um, a little, to give everybody just a backstory, a little bit about us and our journey, and the things that we have experienced, and how KUAW's Catering actually was birthed into life.
Right.
You want to start?
Yeah. Interesting story. We what was it, about 2 years
Actually, it
ago?
was 2019. It was January 2019.
2019.
Mm-hmm.
When the fire.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So crazy story. We were in Atlanta at the time. We were living in Atlanta, and trying to decide, you know, what did we want to do. Didn't want to keep doing 9 to 5s. You know, I'm gonna be honest, I couldn't keep a job long, so it was like I gotta find another way. So Becca, she was working, and we were doing production at the time, but we wanted something like of our own, you know, something we can have flexibility and freedom with. So we were just, you know, kind of plotting and, you know, just going with the flow, you know, living day-to-day life, just really struggling. Really. But needless to say, her friend Alana at the time hit her up because she was actually she's a photographer. Shout out to Alana too. She's a great friend of ours. She's a photographer.
Not anymore.
And
Not anymore.
Okay.
She's
Sorry.
a model, a bad model. She's beautiful, and she's she does commercial acting and things. You've seen her in commercials. So, but anyway, shout out to Alana.
Yeah. So she at the time she was doing photography, and she was pursuing a modeling career. So she was like, "Hey, why don't I move out to Atlanta, you know, and see what's out there? But first, you know, I come out there and check it out, you know, since you guys are out there." And so she packs up in the middle of the night, just at random in the middle of the night, and heads from KC to Atlanta, you know, road trip driving.
With her 3 children.
12-hour trip.
Our
Yeah,
godbabies.
yeah, her 3 children. with the 3 kids. So road running. So she gets here, and when she gets here at the time, I wasn't working at the time. I was off, and so Becca was working, and she worked at a restaurant. That she
Yeah, shout out to Louisiana Bistro in Atlanta. I used to be the server trainer there. If you ever there, some of the best
Yeah.
seafood. Ask for the
Like,
manager, Nikki.
authentic.
They got
Yeah.
a location in Buckhead,
Yeah.
East Point. Shout out to them.
Oh, yeah.
But the crazy thing is, we literally we had been on vacation for a week because Marquand actually had a death in the family, so we literally had been out of income. When you work for people that work in the restaurant industry, when you're working for tips, when you take off a whole week,
It's up and down. They come and go.
you
Yeah.
like, I need to get back to work.
Yeah.
So we had literally just got back to Atlanta.
Yep.
And it was my first day back, and Alana's blowing up my phone like, "Hey girl, I'm in Atlanta. Get off work." I said, "Get off work, please. I'm trying to work." And then she's like, "I want to hang out," and I'm like, "Well, I'm working. I can't get off work, or." So she literally shows up at my job. At this point, she had linked up with Marquand and the kids because they're like our god babies, and basically asked everybody all my employees to take over so I could get off work.
The crazy thing was though, like honestly, real spill. The crazy thing was, some kept nagging at me. Was like, look, you watch the kids, let them have a night out. Just let them relax, enjoy the city. You'll watch the kids. Because they was like talking about Rebecca getting off early, but they didn't, they was just gonna sit there and not do nothing. So I was like, y'all go out, do something, chill. I got the kids, don't worry about it. So later that night they get ready and go out. Rebecca takes all over the city, takes her to, some of the clubs, strip clubs. It takes us to stuff.
I'm giving her, like, I'm literally giving my friend like hospitality because I hadn't seen her in so long. She's thinking about moving here. So I'm like, when you have a friend that comes in town, you want to show them a good time.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys, I'm taking her to the jazz place.
Yeah, she's taking her everywhere because she wants to go everywhere. She was
and,
like,
and
I want to go.
She's a mama of 3,
everywhere.
And she got a babysitter. I was like, oh, we about to, have a good time and enjoy yourself because you work hard. So it gets late, and I get back to the hotel, and it's probably like 3 o'clock in the morning.
4 o'clock
in the morning.
So
she was like, Alana was like, she's like, you guys could just stay the night, stay in the spare room. You guys could just stay the night, and you can go home in the morning. And we were like, okay. So we stayed the night, and all we know is when we woke up, our apartment had burned down to the ground, and we had lost everything.
Yeah, you got the call from Desiree.
Yeah,
shout out to Desiree. So one of a great friend of ours. She's talented, very great singer and dancer as well. So but yeah, she got the call from Desiree like, yo, like, were y'all home? Y'all okay? The apartment burned down. And we were like, nah, we were at so and so, with our friend Alana. So she was like, yeah, your roommate like barely got out, like she almost escaped. So she was like, she was like, did anybody so Rebecca was like, did anybody get hurt or injured or anything? They were like, unfortunately 2 puppies died, and
a couple people had to jump over the balcony,
so
to
they
save
were
their life.
injured.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. And so basically our friend Alana kidnapped us the next day because we basically had our book bag we had like the clothes on our back, and she just kidnapped us back to Kansas City, and we were basically homeless for 3 months, for like
a little bit longer.
Wait, no, it was 3 months. It was
3.
It was 3 months. It was
Felt
3
like
months. We were staying with her, and this is how Lyne't was explaining Quan's Catering came to life.
So
you want to tell everybody how the company came to life?
Yeah. So we love you, Alana. So Alana and her 3 beautiful angel. So the Alana's vegan, and so she likes her kids to eat vegan and healthy. So a lot of the times, we would see, trying to come up with ways and ideas of kind of giving them a more healthy, nutritious diet, like a full meal, but making it vegan. And that
Giving
was something.
a different
Yeah,
alternative.
yeah,
Because at the time, Alana didn't cook like
yeah.
like we do. She cooked, but she didn't. She never when she shared with me when she grew up, she really didn't learn how to cook. So she really didn't know, and so she
Yeah.
had these kids. They looking at her like, "Mom, what we gonna eat?"
Yeah,
And
kids eat every hour on the hour, so
and so we basically were experimenting in the kitchen to teach her new creative and innovative things that she could cook to feed her children that were vegan. In the process, we, through everything that we were going through, we did what was it, a 10-day raw
14
vegan, a 14.
2 week, yeah.
Oh, you remember, huh?
Yeah,
yeah.
I definitely remember that.
Okay. We did a 14-day raw vegan diet, and it's something that we honestly recommend for anyone that's, with COVID going on right now and just the fall season and a lot of people wanting to reset their
Another way to alkaline your body.
and detox your body. So basically we did that for 2 weeks, and through that we just learned a lot of things in the kitchen, as far as how to cook using the ingredients that you have and make it taste good. And then also just things that help other people, because there's a lot of people out there, even in Kansas City, that have different allergies, where there's certain foods that they need to eat. A lot of cancer patients eat raw vegan. So
and it's a lot of like gluten free, with the celiac,
and things like that. So what we really wanted to do is we wanted to tap into a business that not only provided good food, but food for your health, like cooking food that helps. They said food is like let the food be thy medicine.
Right.
That's what we wanted to do.
Right. And it's not, and like we tell people, we're not, all in your face, at your throat, like, hey, you gotta try this, you gotta taste this. This is the, no, it's just, hey, here's a healthy alternative. If you would like to try it, come give us a try, and I guarantee you'll like it,
And we want to teach the community just some innovative ways to use ingredients that are good for you and not necessarily that will
using the same ingredients that our people before us, our ancestors, our grandmas, aunties, uncles, everybody have, the same ingredients that have led to diabetes and blood clots and cancer and all of these problems that especially as African American people, like we have a lot of problems as well, running through generations of our families, with when it comes to eating.
Exactly. So basically our business started from, at the time, being homeless from a house fire and pushing ourselves to know and have the faith that we have what it takes to build something that generates income versus us going to a 9 to 5 and clocking in, which, like I said, is nothing wrong with that. And at that time we started out, we had our burrito, we made vegan burritos and chicken burritos that were in coffee shops. So we went from being homeless to having our food inside the Nelson Atkins Museum.
And in the span of what, like 7-8 months, we
Yeah.
sold over 7,000
About
burritos.
me and him did 7,000 burritos together. Just nobody else. Like clockwork. Like we worked night and day nonstop, and it was a challenge because sometimes our family would think that we were neglecting them, and like, why you can't come over and see us? You never come visit. And
it's a tough, like, not to cut you off, it's a tough lifestyle being an entrepreneur. Like it's not easy, and to people who don't understand, is really not easy. It's not an overnight thing. It's not a quick, hey, here, there, hey, I get this all the time. No.
It's a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, and then not even that. Just imagine. I'm not saying that there are a lot of people that are in relationships and they work with their spouse or their partner, but working with your partner every day, every day. But I wouldn't. Honestly, I wouldn't change it for anything, because at the end of the day, we know what we're building. We know where we want to go. We know what we want to contribute and give back. We know who we want to help. And we know that we want to do it from the ground up, and we don't mind putting in the work. So it's been a journey, and I wouldn't change it for anything, or I wouldn't pick anybody else to do it with. And so,
Facts.
so
Definitely.
I do want to share that we also recently, just to get people to stay connected with us, we have our own private number that you guys can call. You can also call in to the station here at 816-599-6893. So I see Julian, I see Capria, Lisa, Kimberly, Sandrea, Jamila, Shell, Shonda, Carla. Anybody watching or tuned in, you can call 816-599-6893, and you can call in and ask us a question or anything like that. So I don't.
Definitely.
Please feel this. Like I said, we just found out we would be doing this together, so we really didn't rehearse or practice, but we do. Towards the end of the
Shooting
show,
from the hip,
in about 10 minutes, we got some. We did invite some people to call in and kind of share some things about what we're doing. Marquand, you want to share about our partnership with the high school?
Oh yeah. So one dope thing that we have in motion right now is our partnership with De La Salle here in KC, and one thing that they want us to do is come in and kind of teach the students, a little bit of the culinary arts, also kind of get them to reach out of they, creative, reach out into their creative box and see what they could come up with as far, as the food industry goes, see if they want to pursue it as a career. So we get to teach classes on that, which is I think is amazing, which is dope, because that's one of the things we're about, reaching back to, future generations and teaching them something that, they can always have. That's a valuable skill.
Yeah, and a lot of the innovative and creative recipes that we've been creating in our test kitchens that have been helping our clients lose weight or rid them of different illnesses and sicknesses. And I mean, we our clients don't understand. We learn so much from them, because they come to us and they'll be like, we had a client not long ago. She recently found out she just was pregnant. So we were able to come up with different smoothies to help with the morning sickness and things like that we don't normally think about for health issues. We've learned how to cook without oil. You guys, you can cook without oil, and I'm not talking about just in the air fryer. And you can
still make it taste good.
Tastes good, crispy
still
crunch, seasoning.
That is a way.
A lot of flavor. So we're excited to teach the next generation how to cook, not just healthy but holistically to help your body.
Yeah, treat your body.
So that's something that we're excited to share with the community.
Did you want to tell them a little bit about our entertainment side, music side?
I do want to share that.
Well, before we get to that, we might as well continue on the wellness, about the wellness club, the wellness.
Well, you go ahead. You got that. You got that.
But I'm asking you. You start it off.
No, you got it. You got it.
All right.
All right. I don't even know what you talking about. Like I said, we didn't rehearse this, so go ahead with it.
All right. So, just furthermore about just healthy lifestyle. We also have a partnership with an alkaline brand water. It is a brand out of Georgia, so it is U.S. based. And it comes from the water comes from a natural alkaline spring, and so I know some of you out there say water is just water. You know, what's the difference? Or you trying to sell me the same bottle of water I can go get in the stores? Listen, I'm about to break it down to you. So this water is different because if you look at the ingredients on any other bottle of alkaline type water, it has a lot of chemicals in it. This one that comes from a natural spring, which is a confined aquifer. So that means, like, say your natural bottled waters, you know, even your Dasanis, your other, you know,
Pure
even regular
aqua,
bottled
your
waters,
pure
you know, even some of your name brands, like they come from that underground well. So they, of course, dig underground, get the water, bring it up. That's only like a few hundred feet. This one comes from a confined aquifer. So it's at least 700 feet below the surface. So all the minerals that the earth has in that surface and the 700 feet below ground is giving you all of that right back to you. So your iron, zinc, calcium, potassium, you know, magnesium, all of that. So it's giving you all of that back.
Better hydration, and it helps detoxify the body. So
I would not
really,
recommend drinking it too much on a road trip.
because
You
you're
will,
gonna be,
yeah.
you gotta go to the bathroom. So
It will flush you out.
But it's good. It's really good for you, and it's something that we'll
Quick.
share more
But, yeah.
about. And then also I want to give a shout out to KC Health and Wellness Club in Kansas City.
Yes, yes, definitely.
They're downtown. And then also I want to give a shout out to Andy Amborn and May Monroe.
Yeah, definitely.
and
Big ups to them.
Sunday and her mobile dog business. So we really just are trying to be connected to the community in a positive way.
Even our other friend, you know, who is also in the vegan catering business.
Oh yeah, Kimberly. We can't believe
you know,
the Vittles, top notch vegan Vittles.
top notch vegan
Please,
Vittles.
you guys,
Check them out.
if you're
You know,
curious,
if you want like more of a soul food taste of vegan, like if you still hadn't quite, you know, got away from, you know, eating meat, you still kind of want a soul food taste, then you check her out. She definitely got you.
yeah, she's got a check her out. I think she's got this Saturday. She has a brunch or a breakfast, so you can get something plant based and order online with her. But shout out to them.
Her food is definitely great. So yeah.
But let's see okay. So basically, in a few minutes, I'm gonna have one of our friends. His name is David. He's in Atlanta. He's a producer. And one thing that we do as far as entertainment, I'll start with what we do in Kansas City. Our family has a company called Euro Productions, and they do a absolutely free ladies' night at the Parlor. So it's a really good place for
Thursday nights.
If you're a poet, I know a lot of people been, you know, at home quarantine, and they want to go to a place that they feel safe.
If you can actually sing. If you can actually sing,
even if you think you can sing but don't know if you can or not, you should still come and sing because you'll get some feedback. And what
I say practice or get a couple other people first, you know, before you know.
You don't want nobody to embarrass themselves.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah, that's the only thing. Like just you know.
But like I was saying, ladies' night, and basically there's local vendors, and then Euro Productions was also going to be having a social Saturday every third Saturday where the local community, like vendors, can come and set up. It's a really neat concept to bring a lot of small business owners together to network and be able to, in a safe environment, provide their services and products to the community. So that's something that I will.
And it's been a hit so far this past month and a half that we've been running it.
Yeah.
So
just
it's
if you're looking for something and you want to hear some live music, so you
live band, the bar downstairs, you know, so it's all right there. Music,
exactly.
You know, food right there, so it's all right there.
Somebody calling in? Oh, okay. We're ready for him. This is our first caller, you guys. I'm super excited. Hello? Hello?
Hey,
What's going on?
Hey, is this David?
it is.
Yeah,
What's
David,
up?
we were just getting ready to introduce you. So, like I was saying, everybody, on the phone, I have a great friend, David, and he is a wonderful producer. He does artist development. I'm gonna let him tell you a little bit of what he does, but he's going to transition into an announcement that we have to help independent artists worldwide. And David, can you just kind of share what you do and because you're just so dope, and we love every time we come visit you in your studio. It's always a vibe.
No doubt. Appreciate the intro. My name's David L. I'm a producer here in Atlanta. Graduated from the Art Institute of Atlanta. I work with a lot of different artists. Currently, I host a 9 o'clock radio show on my Instagram where I review different artists all over the nation. Some even out of the nation. Got some in Brazil and Pakistan and other places, and give them some critique on their music, making sure that they got hot stuff. Because if they don't, I'm gonna make sure that they know that they don't, and they need to go and do something about it. But the object of the game is just to make sure that everybody's getting a fair shot at somebody who can really give them some understanding and clarity on their music.
Exactly. So, can you share with people listening today, when you know, as far as working with independent artists, when you think about what do you feel independent artists struggle with the most?
Well, I start first of all. Most independent artists really just need some direction, and direction comes from really having some self-reflection and intuitiveness, and thinking about what it is and what kind of representation you want to give off to the world without anybody else's outside opinion. So the first time I work with an independent artist, I typically sit them down and I ask questions to see like where they see themselves at in the next 2 to 5 years, and what kind of music do they want to make, and if there was nobody else on, to judge them about the music that they're making, what kind of music would they be into, and then we go from there. So they don't have any, outside influences or anything that's gonna block their creativity.
David, can you make sure to give your Instagram handle so people can stay connected to you and
Yes, definitely.
and follow you? Especially, I'm pretty sure we have a lot of people that are connected to people in the music industry, singers, or know someone that's looking
Yeah,
for.
yeah. Just follow me on IG. My Instagram is I am David L. And yeah, I'm always looking to connect with people. If you guys need beats, you can go to www.tsanetworks.com. I have an extensive catalog on there, and yeah, I'm very accessible. I just want to make sure everybody who's trying to do something and help themselves has somebody that can help them.
Exactly. And that's one thing I can honestly contest and say is that you truly, people that are invested in investing in themselves, you will help them and you will get them where they need to be. And
Oh yeah, no doubt.
so I know this is brief, but I appreciate you on such a short notice
definitely,
calling
bro.
in with us and just sharing what you do. And again, tsanetwork.com. I am David L. Again, at I am David L. And just follow him, and you'll the show is so much fun. So thank you, Dave.
Appreciate y'all. Love y'all, man.
Oh yeah,
All right.
love you too, man. Many blessings to you, man.
Yes,
So
sir.
next in a few minutes, in about 3 minutes, we have another person calling in.
Yeah.
We wanted to just share with the community that our brand, Wildcard Lifestyle, we just signed a partnership with a brand out of New York.
Yes. Before we get to that, if anybody missed that info, his name is David L. and www.tsa.com. So So
Okay. So, yes, as we were saying, we just signed a partnership with a company out of New York, and it's called Record Drop.
yeah,
Recorddrop.com, and basically it is a black-owned technology music platform similar to Spotify or uh,
but there's a difference though.
SoundCloud. Yeah, it's a
But
big
there's a
difference.
tip.
Okay,
Okay.
and we got I have Jamel. He is the vice president of oh wait, we gotta get him on, but of one of the business division of Record Drop, and basically we are excited to work with his team. He's going to tell you about what the platform can do for independent artists, or even if you just love music. This is a way for the community and people worldwide to actually give real-time feedback to artists about their music.
Real time feedback, like live real time feedback. So
Jamel, you there?
What's up, guys? What's going on?
What's going on?
what's up? What's up?
Nothing. Just trying, just living this madness right now. We got going in the world. But how y'all guys doing?
We're doing good. We're good. We want to know, can you share what can an independent artist do with Record Drop versus all the other things that are out there to help them become discovered? What's the difference?
Oh, that's not a problem at all. Well, first, Record Drop is I'll describe what Record Drop is. Record Drop is a freemium social music and music promotion service that allows independent recording artists to give promotional copies of their music directly to listeners in exchange for their feedback. So, at Record Drop, and another great thing about Record Drop is it's not just for independent artists, it's also for music listeners. And music listeners never pay for music. When I say never, I mean never worry, 31st.
Hold on one
Wait,
second.
hold on.
I think we got a commercial
Jamal.
popping on.
So,
All right.
I'm sorry?
Hold on real quick.
I think
One
a
second.
commercial
One
is playing. 1 second. Commercial break. Oh, it automatically did that? Okay. How long is this spot? We want to make sure also that you guys follow us. You can go to wildcardlifestyle.com, WYLDKARDLYFESTYLE. It's really, really long, but that's what we want.
Just think of wild card, and the I's are changed to Y's, and the C is a K.
That's still a lot.
I know it.
But if you follow us on Instagram and Facebook, we have a phone number that we want everybody listening to text. This is our private business number. This is basically, we are creating our own community within our brand. So we'll have behind the scenes, we'll have content, cool stuff. All right, we're back, Jamel.
All right. You cut my mic real quick.
Hold on 1 second. Okay. And he's back, ladies and gentlemen.
All right. I was gonna say, what's going on?
What's going on?
Pandemic hitting the airwaves too.
Okay. She said you gotta talk fast because we running out of time.
All right, so I'm gonna keep it short and sweet.
Okay.
Record Shop is basically a freemium social music and music promotion service that allows independent recording artists to give promotional copies of the music directly to listeners in any target audience. And as far as for music listeners, it's a way that they can get literally free music from up and coming dope artists of every and any genre.
Free. And if you go to wildcardlifestyle.com, you'll see a tab where you can click onto Record Drop and you can create an account for free. Use the code WILDCARD, WYLDKARD. You'll see our phone number, 816-208-8544.
816-208-8544.
So all you have to do is just text that number. You'll stay forever connected to us if you want. You'll be able to see what we do on from day to day, here and there as entrepreneurs. Content, events, just all the cool stuff we do within our brand. We are creating our own community, so you don't have to really go to all the other social media platforms. You can order per things, all types of cool stuff. Get a inspirational message. Talk to us directly. But I think we're about out of time. But again, we're very grateful for Lyne't letting us have this opportunity.
Yes, thank you
so much.
Thank your team.
And thank you
everybody.
to KUAW, knowledge, understanding, and wisdom. Shout out to the station for having us today, and we wish everyone have a blessed rest of the week.
Yeah. Peace, God.